Welcome back to the Atlanta Falcons franchise, and welcome to Thursday Night Football as the Falcons are at home for the third straight time taking on division rival, the New Orleans Saints. Last time we saw the Falcons, they defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home in a game in which the Falcons forced 5 turnovers and also forced some other fumbles, but they were not able to recover all of them. They take on the New Orleans Saints, who come into today's game at 2-2 and feature a pretty good offense while the defense is a little bit questionable, but Quayshawn McClendon is set to get us underway for primetime football. McClendon from his own end zone, he will take it out. He makes a move trying to get to the outside, met and brought down to the 17-yard line, and now Matt Ryan in the Atlanta Falcons offense will take the field for the first time today. We will start with a give to Freeman, but not much room to work with. He's able to get to the 20-yard line. Now a look at this Saints defense. Junior Galette with 7 sacks already on the season, and they're without David Harris, who they signed in the offseason. Kenny Vaccaro and Jarius Byrd, one of the best safety tandems in all of the NFL. On third down, throw to the outside for Donnell. He's got the first down and more, a gain of 12. Now 2nd and 10, give goes to Freeman up the gut. He breaks 1 tackle and is down after a gain of 4, already his 3rd carry on the day. Another 3rd down, Matt Ryan going to the air from the shotgun. Throws it, and Julio Jones makes a perfect catch in traffic and picks up another 1st down. Now from the pistol, we'll go to the ground game, and Freeman's fighting forward. He's got 5 yards to midfield. So now on 2nd and 5, under center, and the throw to Julio Jones is missed. Might have had Jones, but a poor throw. Now 3rd and 5 across the middle, and another bad throw. Julio Jones not able to bring it in with one hand. So the Saints will take over, starting off with an empty set. Drew Brees down the field, and it's nearly intercepted. Byron Maxwell had his first interception on the season last time against the Buccaneers. Hopefully he can add a couple more after dropping a bunch through the early part of the season. Now Robert Alford stops Kyrie Robinson in the backfield, and the Saints will be forced to punt a 3-and-out. Freeman trying to get to the outside. He's brought down by Vaccaro, but he picks up 9 yards. Under center, give goes to Freeman. Up the middle of the field, he's got some room. Cuts it to the outside, to the 30-yard line, into Saints territory. A huge run by Devontae Freeman, who had a great game against the Buccaneers. Now Carroll Felton, who struggled early on in the season, only averaging 2.8 yards per carry. Not the way we want to get started with him, a loss of 3. Julio Jones on the screen pass, and he's met, maybe gets a yard, as great job by the corners to meet him and bring him down. Now the kicking team is on, kick away, and Darren Kinney makes it. Still has only missed 1 field goal so far, now 9-10 on the season. Drew Brees to the air, he's got Jimmy Graham. He signed a big extension in the offseason, and that's a big catch right there. So from the 40-yard line, Drew Brees drops back. A quick dump down to Graham on maybe a screen pass right there. Interesting call by the Saints to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5 for Brees. He drops back, pressure gets there to the outside, and that one is dropped by Desmond Trufant. We've had a lot of drops by Trufant and Maxwell, both not known for the greatest ball skills, but now Brees will dump it down to Lonnie Pryor, bounces off a tackle, and he's brought down, looks to be short, and it is Desmond Trufant with an excellent open field tackle, and we are back on offense once again. Matt Ryan throws quickly across the middle. Roddy White, who now is playing in the slot with Leonard Hankerson on the outside, and Harry Douglas is now our number 4 receiver, but Vaccaro once more in the pass game, he's able to bat that one down, and we are forced to able to punt again. So now only 3 points so far, nearing the end of the first quarter to the outside for Jimmy Graham. Both defenses have played very well so far, forcing a lot of stops. 2nd and 8, trying to get the outside for Robinson. He's brought down by Jermichael Pruitt, the rookie defensive end, coming with a huge play. So now 3rd and long on the draw play. Robinson's got room, and he's got it to the 44-yard line. A great play call by the Saints, so we pretty much dropped everyone into coverage, and they hit us with the draw play for the 1st down. Now Kenny Stills on the curl route. He's inside of Falcons territory to the 41-yard line. From the pistol, give goes to Robinson, and he's met in the backfield, nowhere to go. He is only averaging 2.8 yards per carry so far this season, as both Mark Ingram and Pierre Thomas both left in the offseason. So now Kyrie Robinson is the number 1 back, along with Roy Halou, who gets a few carries. Freeman, though, starting off this drive, he'll lose a yard, so basically 1 big run from Freeman and not much else. 2nd and 11, Freeman's got a little more room this time, still only able to get around 5 yards. Now under 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Matt Ryan to the air. He's got Julio Jones. This time a good throw, and he's to the 43-yard line. Donnell White and Jones to the left. Throw goes to Jones, and he's out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 4-yard gain on the screen pass. So now 2nd and 5. Give goes to Freeman. Up the gut. He's got the first down inside of Saints territory. A very nice run. So now a 3-wide set for Matt Ryan. He goes down sacked. Completely unblocked. A poor job by Jake Matthews right there. Now forced into 3rd and much longer. Across the middle, we've got Hankerson on the slant route. He's got 13. A huge conversion. Now 1st and 10, 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Across the middle, and a tough catch in traffic with Bird closing in. Julio Jones is able to hang on to it. Working from the pistol, give goes to Freeman. Nice spin move to the outside, but a great open field tackle by Vaccaro. Still, we have the ball at the 2-yard line now. Carroll Felton gets the carry, and he's got it to the 1-yard line, maybe even the inches line. Quayshawn McClendon checks into the game, and he's into the end zone. His 2nd career touchdown. He had one in week 4, and now he's got one in week 6. He's playing a little bit better the last couple of weeks. 1st and 10, Kyrie Robinson. He's got 5 yards, averaging under 3 yards per carry so far. Our run defense has really stepped up the last couple of weeks, minus 1 big run to Doug Martin. Throw out to the flats though, and Shorts loses the ball. A hard hit by Trufant, as the Saints did sign Cecil Shorts in the offseason. Now a bunch set on 1st and 10. Throw to Robertson, the rookie receiver, and he is blasted at the 49-yard line by William Moore, but hangs on to the football. A short drop across the middle, this time to Kenny Stills, and he's to the 44-yard line, 10 for 14 for 74 yards for Drew Brees. Give goes to Robinson, a great move, and he's still going, and there is a flag down on the play, finally down. A nice run, and it looks to be maybe on the Saints. Kenny Stills doesn't look happy, and it is clipping on Kenny Stills, so back him up to the 45-yard line. Robinson trying to get to the outside, bounces off Smith's tackle, and he's out of bounds as we've reached the 2-minute warning. So now under 2 minutes left, 10-0. Pressure gets there, throw to the outside of Kenny Stills, and he's brought down to the 22-yard line. A big pickup of 9. Empty set for Drew Brees, going to the air. He's got time, and he dumps it down to Shorts. He's got the first down inside of the 20-yard line. Saints working from inside of the red zone for the first time all day, and Brees is hit, brought down. He loses 6. O'Brien Schofield's 2nd sack on the season. 2nd and 15 now for Drew Brees. He throws to the outside. He's got Kenny Stills. He's inside of the 5-yard line as we are under 1 minute left in the first half. Now Brees going to the air from the 5-yard line. Time to throw. It's intercepted by Byron Maxwell. What a play. He takes it out of the end zone to his 14-yard line. His 2nd interception on the year after dropping a ton in the first couple of games. But we will skip forward to the final play of the first half, taking a shot downfield. It bounces off Hankerson's hands, incomplete, and we will enter halftime with a 10-0 lead. Our defense has shut down the New Orleans Saints' high-powered offense, but our offense, once again, not being very prolific. The second half is coming up next. The second half is underway as the Saints have the ball to start out from their 21-yard line. Drew Brees going to the air, downfield. It's intercepted. We ended the first half with an interception by Byron Maxwell. Now one to start the second half. A huge play. He's got 2 in this game after Trufant had 2 in our last game. Carroll Felton bounces off a tackler, but he goes down, loses 3 yards. He has really struggled at adjusting to the NFL game. 3rd and 12, screen pass to Freeman, trying to get to the outside on 3rd and 12. He's just short of the first down line to the 36-yard line. Now a 53-yard field goal for Darren Kenny. His leg is strong and it is good. Now a 2-touchdown game. The Saints will start out their second drive of the second half, going to the ground game out of the I formation. Robinson, really no room to work with, maybe got 3 yards. Babineau in on the tackle. 2nd and 7, this time going to the air. Kenny Stills. The air game has been much better, I think, for the Saints so far today, especially the short and intermediate passing. Give goes to Robinson, and he's brought down from behind, gets 5 yards, so that will bring up 2nd and 5. A 4-wide set, one of them is Jimmy Graham, and the throw goes outside to Graham. Robert Alford is the one covering him, and we do have a player on our roster who I drafted with a specific intent to cover Jimmy Graham, and that is Ronaldo Goldman. He's 6'2", one of the strongest corners I've ever seen, and also has the speed to keep up with Jimmy Graham, but it's really hard to get him on the field as our 4th corner and get him to always cover Graham without leaving holes in your zone, but the Saints just picked up a first down. From the 38-yard line under center, Drew Brees drops back across the middle. He's got Brandon Cooks, who's had a very nice year so far this year. 304 yards along with 4 touchdowns through 4 games. Drew Brees going to the air on 2nd and 2. Pressure gets there, but he gets the pass outside to Kenny Stills. He's brought down by Charles Woodson, but at the 19-yard line, the Saints have a very nice drive brewing. To the outside, Jimmy Graham, and Paul Warlow definitely cannot cover Jimmy Graham. Does not have the skills or the athleticism or even the size to hang with one of the best tight ends, if not the best tight end in all of the NFL. Carol Felton will start us off with a 5-yard gain, just now over positive yardage on the day. 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Give goes to Freeman. He's got the first down. He ends up picking up 6 yards on the play. Now Matt Ryan on the play action, rolling out of the pocket, throws it. He's got Roddy White, a dangerous throw off balance, but it ends up working out for another first down. Matt Ryan on another play action, great block by Freeman, downfield to Roddy White. That play was really set up by that block by Devontae Freeman, picking up the blitzer and finding the man downfield. Now across the middle, we've got Leonard Hankerson. He's done a very nice job this year of breaking tackles and getting more after the catch. Now 2nd and 7. Down the field, he's got Larry Donnell. Touchdown, Falcons. It's back to a 2-score game. And now we will go for 2. Trying to make it a 14-point game. Throw caught by Donnell. He's got it as the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. He's probably been my favorite offseason signing. He has added so much to this offense. Actually having a receiving threat at tight end has made it a lot easier to pass the ball. There's a guy who's always a receiving threat in Jimmy Graham. Now Kyrie Robinson, he's met and maybe lost a yard right there. And that is the final play of the third quarter. Now into the fourth quarter, got to hold a 14-point lead for 13 minutes. Now Cooks down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds, a huge gain into Falcons territory. Drew Brees from the split shotgun. He finds Robertson. He's met, driven backwards by Maxwell, but forward progress keeps him at the 28-yard line. Give goes to Robinson. He's got some room to work with. He's inside of the 20-yard line. The Saints haven't been inside of the red zone much today. This might be their 4th, maybe 5th time, if that. Across the middle, and he misses the wide open receiver, and that will bring up 3rd and 8. A stack set to the left. Give goes to Robinson, and Warlow in on the tackle. A huge play right there. And the Saints decided to settle for a field goal. Questionable call right there, as it is still a 2-score game. Matt Ryan on offense. Give goes to Felton to the outside, and he is not able to break any sort of tackles. So far, he's been a pretty big disappointment. Now Devontae Freeman into the game on the screen pass, and Julio Jones will lose 3 yards. A poor play, but a great play by Antoine Cason. Now 3rd and 11, looking for the screen pass. Freeman, he breaks 1 tackle, and he has nowhere to go. The blocks were not set up in time, and the Falcons are forced to punt. An 11-point lead with under 8 minutes left. Drew Brees going to the air. He's got time. It runs out, breaks 1. Not able to break the 2nd. Tackled and sacked by Jonathan Babineau. His 6th sack on the season. Now 2nd and 15. Throw to the outside and somehow connects with Jimmy Graham, but he was out of bounds. Hit as he threw on that play. Now 3rd and very long. Drew Brees dumps it down to Robinson, and he's at the 45-yard line, and the Saints will punt the ball. Another interesting decision. Now Freeman gets the carry, trying to bounce it outside. He's got a nice gain of 7. So now 2nd and 3, trips to the right. Give goes to Freeman. He's got the first down. Just got to run clock at this point. Move the clock as we do have a 2-score lead. Matt Ryan going to the air to the flats for Roddy White. He is close to the first down line. I don't think he got it, and that should bring up 3rd and incredibly short. Full house is out. Give goes to McClendon. He fights for it, gets the first down, and that is a big first down. So now from the 42-yard line, Matt Ryan to the outside, to the air. He's got Jones down the field inside of the 35-yard line. Now to the 2-minute warning. At the 2-minute warning on 2nd and 10, a great spin move fighting, and that is Devontae Freeman with a big gain. So now 3rd and 5. 1 first down will be close to ending this game, as Douglas has it. He will go ahead and just fall down, not trying to go out of bounds or even score a touchdown, I guess, right there. 1st and 10. Freeman is fighting forward. First down, Falcons, and that should do it. Just got to take a couple of knees, and this will be the last one. Matt Ryan is on the ground, takes a knee, and the Falcons have now moved to 4-1 on the season with an 11-point victory over division rival the New Orleans Saints. 21-10 is the final score. our defense has played so well to start this year. After the first game against the Rams, I was a little worried, and against the Jaguars also, even though they did hold them to only 5 field goals. But in this game, the last game, and against the Redskins, they have really shut down the opposing offenses. I think our free agent signings have really paid off, and guys like Byron Maxwell, Malcolm Smith, Charles Woodson have all played pretty big roles, along with O'Brien Schofield and a couple of undrafted guys and young guys stepping up. Rashid Hageman has been much more consistent this year. Jermichael Pruitt has made a couple of nice plays. Desmond Trufant has taken that next step to be a complete lockdown corner, probably one of the best corner duos in all of the NFL, in Maxwell and Desmond Trufant. But now this week we probably have our toughest test of the season so far in the Dallas Cowboys on the road in Cowboy Stadium. The Cowboys sit at 3-3 on the season, but don't let that fool you. They are the toughest team we have faced so far. And I'm not sure if it was this way in last episode, but there are no undefeated teams in the NFL. And we now have a 2-game lead in the NFC South. That is nice to see. The Panthers and Saints are both 2-3 on the season. And the Cowboys have a couple of key injuries. And Tyrone Crawford, Ronald Leary, and Henry Melton will all be out for this game. This is a very talented Cowboys team. A lot of highly rated players. And then they're just a very deep team also. They signed Kareem Jackson, lost DeMarco Murray in the offseason to the Jaguars, but then signed Noshawn Moreno. But we would now look around the league at the statistical leaders in all of the categories, as this was a pretty short game, a lot of clock management, and a lot of completions and runs for us, so the clock really didn't stop a whole ton. Adrian Peterson is leading the NFL in rushing, 7.3 yards per carry. Josh Gordon has 7 touchdowns, and Percy Harvin has 6 receiving touchdowns, so big years from both of them. A look now at the players of the week. Both of the ones in the NFC are from the NFC South, Luke Kuechly and Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon with a great bounce back game. He played very well. But Matt Ryan, I thought he played very well this week. He didn't have the biggest statistical game, but he had a high completion percentage, threw a touchdown, and completed a lot of his balls that we needed him to, as our defense really shut him down, so we didn't need him to do a whole ton and really force a whole ton. But Donnell and Julio Jones have played incredibly well so far this year. And one thing that's really to somewhat surprised me in a way is how much Carol Felton and Quayshawn McClendon. McClendon hasn't played a whole ton, but Felton and McClendon both have really struggled so far this year. I hope to see them get going, as we can't have Devontae Freeman carrying 25 times a game. He's shown in the past that he's a little bit injury prone, so I do not think that would be for the best. They need to get better carries, as I try and give them carries, but they don't do much with them. As I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below, leave your comments on the game down below, and our upcoming matchup against the Cowboys. I'll see you next time in AT&T Stadium against Dallas, 'cause I'm out.